Hello friends, and welcome back to To Restore You. It is Angela, and I'm here with part 2 of creating pockets and envelopes using neckties. So before we get started, a quick shout out today to our friends Jordan, Sheila, and Luann. Thank you for subscribing and for your comments and for just hanging out with me. I appreciate it. So does Dave. He always likes the comments and the questions, especially when he can answer one, you know. If you haven't seen our 350 subscriber giveaway, you can see for yourself. But what I did while I was off camera, I went ahead and disassembled 2 ties. And one of them I went ahead and sewed so that those of you who do have a sewing machine can see kind of what I meant. And while I was up there, I had this really awesome idea. Well, I think it's awesome, but let's see if you can see this. This is still drying, so there is a couple places that has glue on it. But what I ended up doing is I sewed all the way across here to close it, and then across here and across here. But what it ended up doing is creating bunches of pockets and tucks. So I thought, well, wouldn't it be cool if you had for Father's Day, like, for example, my dad is not into ties, so he would be like, really, you're getting me a tie? Is to get a tie box and put something in there, stick a little card or a note in here, and then you could put all kinds of fun gift cards in all of these little spaces. And on this one, what I decided to do, because it wasn't silk, well, it is silk, but it's a different fabric, is I left this part open. I didn't glue it. But you kind of get the gist. And then you could just tuck that inside of a tie box. And happy Father's Day. So I thought that was kind of cute. So we're going to go ahead and get started. And one other thing that I wanted to share with you, I mentioned before that I would show you guys how to make the eggs. And if you're going to get ties and search for those, if you're going to follow along with that video, I'm trying to take this apart while I'm talking. Not working, is make sure that your tie is 100% silk. Now, sometimes, even though it says 100% silk, it might not turn out like it should, but that's what you should search for if you're going to play along on that video. So let's go ahead and put this one together. And I think we're going to have to glue this one because just because it's so silky that I don't think it's going to lay like this one. So my thought was I didn't want it to be too long. Let me put this aside. Oh, I started to do this and I didn't finish the other side. I'll show you what we're going to do. Okay, so you might have noticed on this one, I just went ahead. Let's see if these little frayed edges on this particular one. Yep. See, that's another indication that while it said 100% silk, it's really not. Because do you see how all those little threads just went away? Not 100% silk. So that one probably wouldn't work for our Easter egg item. Okay, so I don't know. Should we try it without gluing it? I don't think so. I think I'm going to make a decision. So what I was doing was I was going to make an end like that one. Oh, gosh. See, I started it and then I walked away. So we're just going to, I'm eyeballing it, and this is not going to end well. That's not horrible. Okay. I'm going to glue that real quick, but let me just pull that up. And I got a little thread here. Come on. There we go. And I have a feeling this is really going to show through, but we'll try to have it not. The other one I just sewed together, and I was like, well, we could make it like the end of the tie. So I had to laugh when I looked at the clock, and it was 45 minutes. And I was like, ooh, that's a long time. Okay. I can't. We got to glue it. And it reminded me, I think it was yesterday. Demi and I it was after school, and she and I were just sitting there visiting, and she had the dog, and she had her phone, of course. And I said, oh, I wanted you, and I don't normally get on TikTok, but I was like, Demi, I want you to see this TikTok video. So I handed her my phone. And she said, Mom, really? I'm like, what? She goes, this is 1 minute and 23 seconds. I am not watching that whole thing. And I thought to myself, oh my goodness. I said, are you serious? I said, it's 1 minute and 23 seconds. It takes you and your friends like 10 times that long to create one of your crazy videos. And you can't watch this one for 1 minute and 23 seconds. So she's often said too, can't you make your videos shorter? Like, can't you? Yes, Demi, I could certainly try to show you how to show our subscribers how to make a journal in 15 minutes or less start to finish. Oh, girl. But, it is what it is. The kids are like instant gratification. And then again, they can also sit on their phones for hours watching 25 different videos, right? Okay. So since we're gluing this versus, I got to think about this for a second. I kind of like it like that. Okay. Deep breath, Ange. I think we're going to work from the outside in. So put a layer down and then come back and then do another layer. So, or sort of. So I'm going to start by getting this held down. And I did pull out a couple of my sewing clips just to keep this intact. So let's see. Now that that's glued down, I'm just going to stick my thumb there. And so I kind of know where I want this. Approximately. I mean, and the thing with these ties is that, well, and I know I say this all the time, but the possibilities really are endless. Like, I can't even tell you how many, I bet I have, besides what I've shown you today, which are just pockets and envelopes, I bet I have close to 10 different projects using these ties. And I just am so excited to show you. Because every time I would finish one, I would think, oh, I could do that. Or, ooh, I've got this leftover piece. I'm going to wait a second. I could do that. That would be awesome. A couple things while I'm waiting. I just want that to sit and dry for a little bit. What I do is when I have cut down my ties, I've cut off the top, I've cut off the end. I just roll these like a jelly roll, and that's how I store them. I stick a pin in them. So one little tip. And then the other thing I wanted to show you, when I was talking about the different types of fabric that is in the lining. Okay, this is a good example. This is out of that purple one that I just did. I know you can't tell very well, but that's felt. Don't throw it away because we can use it. And there's lots of things you can do with that. You can, make felt flowers out of it if you don't want to use it for this. But then this one is kind of a close weaved or close weaved linen-y fabric. And then this is more of an open weave. So, I mean, those are the three that I've seen in the, I don't know, 8 or so. I don't even know how many I've used. 8 or so different ties that I've disassembled. So, just a little FYI. Okay, while that's almost dry, I'm sure. We want to tack it right here. So let's go ahead and do that. And I don't know. I mean, Maybe you guys have ideas. I can't decide if, since I'm not sewing this, if I like that this is just because it's kind of got, it got a little off. And that will happen because your silk will slip. I don't know. I don't know what we might do with that. Okay, let's see. Let's take that apart slowly. Okay, now that's all together. I'm just thinking. So here, let me get some of my fake credit cards. Okay, so we got that. We have this, and this goes currently all the way through. I kind of like that. It would be cool if we left this open. So if it were on a page, we could tuck it. So let's do that for now. We'll leave it like that. So let's see. We'll have that. I'll tack it just right there. And then we've got this one. And then why don't we just tack it right here? And then we'll have, so let's see, besides this pocket, we'll have 1, 2, but this one goes all the way through. 3, and 4 if it's behind. Okay, sounds good to me. And the cool part is, for the ones that I did in advance, I did do a couple that were just glued because I wanted to see, before I showed you guys all this, I wanted to make sure that they would stay using the silk. And they did. And they did well. So let's use this one. Okay. Ta-da! So we created, between this one and then the ones we did on the last video, 1, 2, 3, 4 fun, different pockets and envelopes. Wasn't that fun and easy? Now it's time for us to decorate. I'm just going to go put this aside, put my little tags away. And let's see, I've got, oh, I have this one. Let's do this one into a double pocket. I did this the other day and I just glued it. That's one of them I just glued. Let's make this into a double pocket real quick. And then we can embellish this one too, because I don't think, oh, so that makes it 2. Let's see, where do I want it? Clippy clip. And then I grabbed a bunch of different supplies that we might be able to use. Let's see what we got. All right, I'm going to put this. This is some of the bark cloth from, no, is that what it's called? I call it bark cloth all the time. And now I'm going to forget again. Oh, gosh. I'm trying to think. I don't know. Okay. Let that dry. And then let's just see what we've got here. I've got some different clusters. I've got a yo-yo. I don't know if that yo-yo really goes. Let's see what that looks like in here. Well, actually, like that, it doesn't look too bad. We could stick this. This is another little, this is one that I did. This could be a journaling card. This is one I did for using that painter's masking tape. Did I glue that? Oh yeah, I always leave it a little bit open, but you can glue it all the way shut. That's not terrible. That's, I'm antsy to start working on, that's not gonna work. Spring journals, so badly. Kind of like that. That is not gonna work. But then we have this. That doesn't go. All right, we'll throw that over here. Maybe it'll go with something else. I don't mind that. Although this needs to be used a bit. I'm thinking. So I hope everybody's been having a great week. I have. I've gotten quite a bit accomplished. One fun thing I'm doing, one of the groups that I'm in, it's called Junk Journal Central. It's a lovely group on Facebook if you want to join us. Carrie, who leads the group and created it. I'm going to make this, though. No, I'm not. I had a little idea to do a swap as kind of a challenge for me, but it also as a way for me to share some of my wallpaper samples. And if you watched my 350 subscriber giveaway, you know that our winner, Carol, got a whole bunch of fun. And that's going in the mail later today. So I wanted to share, and I wanted to be able to keep doing my wallpaper Wednesdays. Not every Wednesday, because I know that I won't be able to fulfill that, but when I can. That's kind of not very exciting. We need another something in there. Oh, let's see. So she said, yeah, do a swap. And so I have, that's better. I like that better. So simple. I don't have a lot in there, but, and it looks super cute on there. It would be cute on a page. And of course you could always do your snap. Oh, no, I don't have them down here. I even like leaving that on there because, hey, it matches. Okay, one done. Boom, boom. Okay, let's do another one. Let's see what we got here. I have to say I'm not really loving the colors of this, but one thing I've learned with working with these is you can kind of really get make something, like if that primary color just kind of go away. So, this is still not one to work with that one, but let's work with one of these. Or how about these two? I think I have some stuff that might work for several of these. Okay, Angela, clean up a little bit. What was I saying? I do not even recall. Okay, that little stack could be purple. All right, maybe these. We might work on all four of those because I've got all of these colors of things. Are you taking Demi? Why don't you, honey? Okay, I like to put these under here so just so I can see, hey, this is what it might look like. Did we? Oh, yep, that's got that on there. Okay. Let me see what we have. This is a Tim Holtz piece of wallpaper. We've got some of that, some of this. Oh, we've got this little, that looks pretty with that. Oh, I'm giving you a sneak peek. We're going to make some of these. Okay, will look pretty similar. Let's tuck this full first. Then we'll come back to these. Let's do these two. This is from my friend Tiffany at Bluebird Creations. She is lovely. She's also new. What's going on here? Let me feel. Oh, nothing. New to YouTube, so hop on over. I'll link her channel as well. She's totally supportive of me, and I appreciate it very, very much, and I love to support her. It's always fun to have someone you can watch, and this one might go cute in here. Let's see. It's just a journal card. Okay. Oh, I like that. This would be cute on here. Maybe a little piece of that. A little piece of this. Oh, that's the other thing. Silk does not tear very well. Just so you know. But anyway, I will include everything you need to know. And I do have, I don't think I used any special products that in the last video, or I will, or will I in this one? No, possible. I love that. We're sticking that in there. All this is a die cut. I honestly think, well, it's either scored or it pops out, but we're not going to try it. We're just going to leave it like that. Hi, Zen. Too dark, but let's leave that there because we might have another butterfly. These I love making, but you know, if I'm going to put this inside of a journal, this is too thick, so I'm not going to use that. We also have this bit of see what happens if we do that. Oh yeah. Super cute. Okay, we need a different something there. But let's just go ahead and get these glued on first. It is such a beautiful day today. I went upstairs to take the dog out and to sew that other little piece. And I was like, oh my goodness. We haven't had this great of weather in I don't know how long. We had about, gosh, has it been 3 weeks ago? It had 12 to 14 inches. It's still, some of it's still on the ground. It was horrific. And then we haven't had any snow since. Now, I'm fine with that. But I know there's lots of people. Why do I live in Iowa? I don't know, but it's been really, really cold. And then, you know, we'll get teased by a little nice weather. And then, well, that doesn't look bad on there, does it? Why not? It's out. It saves me from having to put it away. And we'd get like 40-degree weather, and then all of a sudden, freezing cold, windy. So, and unfortunately, apparently we're going to have 6 weeks more of winter, so lovely. I'm ready for spring. I've been ready for spring for a long time. How many of you guys are going on spring break? I'm curious to know. Demi just started pestering me about spring break. I have to say a note of that. And I was like, oh my gosh, it is already that time of year. So, I don't know. I don't know if we'll go somewhere. If she has her say about it, we will. That's kind of cute. If we did that. I'm just trying to see if there's a right or a wrong way to this. Oh, and then we need a button. Let's see if we have a little baby button. I have this little tiny... This is where things go that I don't feel like putting away. And, oh, there's that butterfly. We'll use that. That was the one I just had out in the last video. We could put a little Brad on there. But it's not. Oh, here's a blue button. Oh, that doesn't go with that. We need a little more green in there to make it, kind of bring it all around. Let's just see. Playing. This is the stuff that takes me the longest. Where'd it go? It's just going round and round with what I want. Okay, this one's pretty much done too. 2 down, friends. Yay. I'm going to put this little butterfly away. I'm still looking. I do like that with that. But maybe if we've got some green. Let's see if we can pull in. See if I have a little scrap piece of some blue ribbon of some sort. Maybe down here. Oh, I see something. It's not ribbon, but it might work. No. I got tulle. Oh, I got this too. This might work. This is also for my friend Tiffany in one of my little pen pal goodie boxes. Oh, sorry, Tiffany. It's going to right there at my, it just doesn't go quite right. Here we go. I'm going for this for the win. There's like this huge, this is in my scraps, but my gosh, this is like a yard of ribbon. Okay. Let's start by poking this through here. Are you guys having as much fun as I am? I really hope so, because this has just been such, I don't know. You know how sometimes you just need some inspiration and you just need to do something entirely different. And this was one of those projects. I felt like I was doing the same thing over and over. And I don't know why, because I really wasn't. But it just, I don't know. I just needed, did I glue that down? No. Gosh. I just needed something different. And who knew a tote full of ties would do it for me. But, you know, that's what creativity is all about. You gotta, you know, kind of get refueled. And I can't deal with that there. Now it's stuck to my finger. And just try something new. We still need to put that on. Just don't let me forget. And that just gets you all fired up to do more projects. In fact, what was I doing? Oh, I was waiting for my phone to charge before I did my last video. And I was like, well, I want to do something special because we got some special occasions coming up, and I was like, oh, I know what I could do. And then I kind of squirreled, which not unusual. If you've watched enough of my videos, or if you know me personally, you know that that's par for the course. I think this is supposed to have a sticker on it. And I was like, oh, I could do this. So then I got totally into setting up for another project. And I didn't need another project because I've got like, you guys, I don't know what I don't know that I've actually ticked any of those ideas off my list because I keep coming up with new ones. So, but I have yet another one. I'm going to give this a little zhuzhen too. This is cute. I think it fell out of my butterfly box. I have a box that just has butterflies, birds, butterflies, and, oh, mushrooms, you know, because why not throw the mushrooms in with the birds and the butterflies? And it must have slipped out of the side of it. So it was meant to go somewhere here. I'm just going to hold that for a second. I like that. I think it needs a word, don't you? Let's see if I have some fabric words. I was just talking to someone on one of our groups while that dries, about the fabric, running fabric through our printers, and I have no, let's use inspired, because I was kind of inspired by this little buy, and I got a new printer, and I have not printed words on it with the new one. I got an eco tank, and so now I'm like, oh, I don't know, will it work? I'm thinking if any of my City View dental team is watching, they're probably going to be like, no, you're not doing that. But I'm like, well, maybe I'll just use the one at the office, because the one is almost exactly like my old printer, and I'm thinking, oh, I know that will work. I don't have a printer in my office there. I mean, we have so many, I don't need one, because it does me good to get up and move there. But so I need to print some more. And I mean, in my other printer, which was an HP, I think it was an 8610, and I had it for years. In fact, both Dave and I had, well, in our home offices, we both had one. He had one in Omaha, and I had one here. And it worked fantastically until it didn't. Oh, I don't like that there. Let's see if I can move this. Oh, boogers. So now that ribbon's going to be... but it just, it wasn't printing color right. And so I was like, well, if I'm going to invest in one, I'm going to do one that I can save on my printing costs. So, oh, I'll settle with that. It's not, I'm really disappointed in that word. Oh, well. Let's see, how much time are we at? 33 minutes. We're doing good. We could decorate away. Let's put that aside. Now, I think I want to go ahead and glue these down now that that magnet is done. So I don't know. I haven't decided if I'm going to try it on the Eco Tank. It's getting away from me. That magnet, man, those magnets, I think they're on my, my essentials, my To Restore You essentials, and it's always in the description box below. That's the V that's down, right down here. How come you can't see that? Right there. I'm pretty sure those magnets are on there, and they are amazingly strong. I had my handy dandy little distressor. I feel like I started distressing it. It must be upstairs. Why, I don't know. But I use them on a lot of things, and they're teeny tiny. They're super strong. You can save on them if you get some small washers like that you would use in a DIY project. Those will attach to them well and save you a little money along the way. Okay, what are we going to put on this? Oh, let's see. You know, this is one that's padded. I kind of like the idea of the travel-y. Let's see what we've got. I think I have some travel type ephemera in here. I still haven't bothered to cover this thing or do anything with it. I'm like, hey, I can keep all my goodies in there and good enough. So it isn't pretty. Oh, this is, no. What if we make this a little, does this all come off? That looks like one sticker. I'm all about using stuff up. Let's see. With this little sticker. Cut that off. So what else? What else is going on? I don't know. Not a ton. Maybe too big. Okay, we're just going with this. See, when in doubt, just make your mind up and just do it. I do want something else. I'm going to put that on part way so it can be a flat butt. I want something else in there. Oh, look, here's another one that I made. And it's hotel-esque. Let's put that in there. The problem is that when this is closed, it takes up all of it. So I think we're going to go with simplicity and not overthink it. And it's just a cute little thing. And then if I decide when I actually use this in a journal that I want to add to it. Ooh, hold on. I'm already thinking I want to add to it. Then I'll do that. You know, when you do these things, like, for example, I'm not going to finish all of these, but now I have some blank canvases to use. No, we're just going with simple. That I can just put in my ready to decorate area on the vintage cart that has all of my ephemera on it. And they're ready to go. So I don't have to think this through and have, you know, a project for every single thing that I'm doing. Awesome. Okay, I like that. Let's see. This other one should be dry. So we got 3 down and we still have, let's do this one because this little guy kind of got robbed. And this will be a good challenge for me because it's purple and I struggle. But I did pull out all kinds of goodies. Do you know how hard it was for me to find purple stuff? It's hard. I was like, I don't have anything. Okay, so I want to show you just as, you know, as backgrounds go, as I was talking about, you know, color and I do this a lot when we're doing interior design projects. You know, sometimes if it's not something that we're doing where we can, you know, gut the whole house, if we're doing a project, sometimes things just need to blend in and go away. And you can do that by, you know, your accent colors. And the same holds true for art. So, you know, with this color, you get one entirely different look. Don't know if it's look I want. With this, you get an entirely different look. And then if you do this, you know, it's kind of the pop. So, I don't know. The more I look at it, the more I do kind of like the blue. Black would also look really cool, but I don't have a black piece, so we're just going to use this as we work on it. You know, just think about this. You know, everything that we do in art is, well, interior design is an art, right? It's no different, and it's all about layering up and layer upon layer upon layer. And as you build your layers, then everything kind of comes together, and you've now created something absolutely stunning and beautiful. Okay, here's one of my digitals from the Blue Bayou. This would kind of make, let's just not, I'm not going to get my cutter out. I'm just going to wing it. Me around the edges. I'm just doing this over my garbage can, so. You know, so don't be afraid to layer. I tend to layer things, and then I'll kind of step back and walk away from it, whether it's a home improvement project or whether it's a art project, and then say, what does this need? Am I missing anything? Because giving yourself time to kind of reset and look at it from a different perspective, or, you know, if it's a design project, a different time of day, it might just be what you need to kind of continue on and give it the finishing touches, if you will. So I always say when we're doing design projects, you know, it's like, I'm sorry, our art projects is just like doing our design projects. You know, you're building a foundation, and once you have that solid foundation, that's either, you know, your envelope, or if you're doing a journal, your journal cover for your signatures. And then you can start adding your foundation. Oh, I bet this is, no, it fits. I don't know if this is going to stay. I got to make sure that wasn't. But we're just going to start with it. We can always change it out. I feel like a piece of ribbon needs to go there. And it should be this one. This one's calling to me. You know, you got your foundation, and then you do your framing, and then your walls and your floors, and yada, yada, yada. And finally, the staging or the furnishings is your final layer. And in my case, then that's where I start all over. And why is that so not? And I start with my foundation, which is, you know, the big pieces, the sofas, the the beds, all the goodies. This is from another one of my digitals. Well, this isn't, but that's way too big. But I really do like that butterfly. I am not adverse to cutting that off. Oh, hey, look at that. Of course, that's going to go in there, but I think I'm going to put him. Let's see where. That orange doesn't, but it's got the purple on it. Well, I don't know. See, this is really hard for me. Oh, here. Let's see. Okay, that doesn't look good like that. But you guys are probably like serious, Angela. What's your thing with purple? I don't know. I just don't love it. I do have this. I'm just going to cut a chunk of this off and maybe think about it. What's this? Oh, I kind of like that. And then I don't like this anymore. I think off camera I can add some purple to that. And so this is a pocket here. Struggle bus. All right, let's see. Let's just stick some things. These are some of the tickets that I made. I just want to see what that looks like. Did we have this? I don't remember. Yeah, but here, let's just cut this. Oops, I didn't perforate this. Someone asked about perforating this. If you have one of these that you use for sewing, that's all you need. You just perforate it right down, and it will work just like the tickets at the theater. But I apparently didn't do that. You know, one of the problems it looks like is that this is not straight. I could have done that over my garbage, but why do that? The other thing that I found, just a little, that's cute. Let's see, we got these. See, this is where I could have left it undone. Although I feel like I need to make this a little more vintagey. And I'm just taking the corner of my punch and doing that. Okay, see, sometimes when you just add things to it, it's not so bad. What else do I have over here? Let me go look here quick. See, like this one. I know it's not purple, but this is a good example of layering. You know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 layers just in this. I just laid this on one of my digitals, you know, to give you an idea, but you just keep going and going and adding, and it's just so much fun. We got blue. I don't have anything over here. Let's see. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. That I can off camera make into a fun little tag, because I don't think we'll have time. I can do this. Too girly-ish. You should see, oh my gosh, you guys should see my desk. Sometimes on these snippet rolls, this is like with all the old vintage fabric. You can just kind of go like that and say yay or nay. I can tell you this is all going to be a nay. Nope. Oh, this one's a long one. Oh, no. Too oldish. Okay, guys, I'm going to have to give this some serious thought. Oops. I mean, I don't want this to look, I like it, and it's different. It's very different for me, and it's very not vintage-esque. I'm just going to stick this in here for now until I find a replacement. I need something right there. I do have this, but it needs to be zhuzhed. And possibly, I need my sanding block. This thing's seen better days. All I'm doing is just getting some of that shine off. So if you... And I think what I'll do off camera is turn this into a journal card. put some coffee dyed paper, but see how that now has just kind of a roughness to it? Looks like I missed a spot here. Just takes all the shine away. And you can just use like a really fine sandpaper. That will work just as well. That's just what I had in my stash. All right, it's coming along. I'm doing this. I'm taking it off. I'm just going for it. Okay, where was that chunk of ribbon? Could we use some of it? Not horrible. That's not a very straight line. That's okay. I'll fix it. That feels like it needs to go somewhere. Too vintagey. Okay. I'm going to call it a wrap, and I'm going to keep working on this and figure out something. And then on our next video, I will come back and show you some more funsies, and we'll continue to play. Well, probably not necessarily the next video you'll see, because we have Thrifty Thursday and all kinds of other things. But I'll note that it will be like episode 3 of the necktie series, and then we will get into some of the more intricate embellishments. So we'll move on beyond envelopes and pockets. I hope you had fun with me, and I hope you guys try this. And until next time, friends, remember to find time to just be. If you have a chance, like this video. That helps Dave and I immensely. And give us a comment. You know how we love to answer those. Dave really wants to do on our 500 subscriber giveaway, which is coming up, to do another Q&A. So give him some tough questions. I don't know. And don't forget, if you haven't yet, subscribe so you can see all of the upcoming fun we are about to have. Until next time, my friends, take time to just be, and we will see you soon. Cheers.